Hope you enjoyed this one. This is Sellavin Adams gave my latest review on the new Naruto Gaiden. So 604 for a chance meeting part 2. It starts off, them in the forest. It's gonna be Naruto versus Shin Uchiha, and this guy is still very much an unknown. We have no idea of his abilities except for me, because of some weird spoiler. Someone leaked, someone leaked a manga online through Facebook. Crap. It was through another language, Portuguese, I think. I don't know. I'll explain later. The situation is this: this fight was pretty much fast paced a little bit, but it seems that Naruto, even though it has been years since the war, he still has some. He still has some. He still can use a lot of his Nine Tails power to his full degree, to like his full Nine Tails form, like his full Sage of Six Paths power, to one of the fine points, to the point where he can extend his chakra into, remember how he can extend his chakra into more solid shape like hands, like it's the same with that. The chemistry is the same. It shows that even though Naruto's Hokage doesn't do much fighting, he still hasn't lost none of his touch, especially since his connection to Kurama. Since Kurama said, after all these years, you're gonna start fighting again. It was like, you damn well right. And we get to hear from Kurama the Nine Tails again. And like, we haven't heard a word from him since like the end of Naruto, since he's spent most of his time sleeping inside of Naruto. You got to understand. That is pretty funny, especially since his other half is inside Sasuke. So, but you get the point. The situation is rather unique, especially for them. For them, and I can understand that. I can understand their situation a little bit, but but you kind of get my point. Right. The fight was what you call fast paced, and we get to see Sheen with the Mangekyo Sharingan. His kind of looks dissimilar to the way Itachi was, a kind of Sharingan spiral with the three tomos. But how is this guy able to awaken his Mangekyo? I thought it was awakened through some kind of emotional tragedy. He through a very great pain and loss. That was supposed to be one of the conditions for the Mangekyo. But this guy, his abilities are still unknown, especially since we think that he's a product of Orochimaru's experiments. And then there's the other guy, the one in the Akashi cloak who has the Sharingan as well. He can use the time-space ninjutsu, the same as Obito, the ability to bend time and space around an object and transport it between dimensional space, like like shifting his body. And remember that ninjutsu is incredibly rare, especially for someone who possesses the Sharingan. Uh, uh, but but this guy, right, and both of them, they both possess the Mangekyo. How's that even possible? I mean, Obito died, alright, with both his Sharingan. His body was torn to pieces. Yet this guy is still able to use the Mangekyo at this point. Right? I mean, if it's true that these guys are Uchihas, then remember, different Uchihas possess different Sharingan, and they have different patterns to their Mangekyos and their powers. We didn't get to see Obito use his Mangekyo to at least show his full Mangekyo until later in the 600s, till we found out that Toby was really Obito. Yeah, that makes sense. Moving on, then the fight's over, and the situation is very clear. Yeah, Choja, she's kind of admires Naruto the way he can fight, so subtly without moving his position a little bit. Like Naruto literally stood still and let his chakra do the dirty work. That's kind of BA for him, because he can he can do things with his immense power, but he did it without moving a leg or muscle, like barely standing still. Like he used mostly his thoughts. Then there's Salada, she's like really pretentious, she thanks Naruto for his help, but Naruto lets them know that their target was Salada, because she's an Uchiha. That means they want to use her potential power, for something very dangerous, and evil. Remember, Uchiha, who's very young, who has a master Sharingan, has potential to do great things, and have very potential to become a very skilled warrior, as we've seen throughout the Uchiha's line of history line of warriors. throughout their bloodline. And Naruto giving Salada those words is, is that you shouldn't come to the that it's not safe for you to go to the village alone. That you should come with my that you can't go with my clones. It's better that you be safe with the real me, and and that you should come with me to see your real father. Father, like Salada, herself is like she's like a very like, surprised a little bit. Like she know like at first she was following Naruto to understand who her father really is, like to find out where he's been. I mean, we but now that Naruto's confessing that he's going to go see her father and he's inviting her along, Sada is seeing this as a very very good opportunity to know who her father really is. She wants to understand who he is and why. And so she had to understand her excitement is like very understandable for a girl her age. But one of the things I got, Chocha, she's a very major killer. She's a very unique mood killer. She's like pretentious herself. Like, hey, I thought we were gonna meet my father, where he's at, and now it's just like, where the hell did Choji go? Like, like, yeah, we all know that Chocha is Choji's daughter, but seriously, we get to the point. Hey, but later, as they eat lunch, Naruto at least explains what Sasuke like to Salada because they try like Salada she wants to understand what her father's personality like. I mean, her father left when she was a baby, so she ought to understand a little more what he is. She explains to him and what he's like. I like he was the top ninja at the academy. He had best ninja skills, best martial arts, best combat. He was the top at the academy and he had the best score in class. But Naruto he tries to make himself look cool, saying that he was saying he had top score like me, and best fighter like me, and good looking like me. I'm like seriously, all the girls literally ignored you and the only one who actually did pay attention to you was Hinata. It did work out for him in the end, Hinata being his wife, but you get the point. But enough about that. Now, like the point is, like he's trying to make himself sound cool, but she's explaining to Salada what her father was like. Like at first, she understands a little bit, but then when he said that he had no social skills, like no people skills, like he did to Sasuke, he didn't make a lot of friends. People knew him, but he wasn't very friendly. He was the bad boy type, seriously. Okay, and Sada, she got a little upset, wondering if she might turn out the same way as her father, that he may not be a nice person when they first meet. But he rallies back and said that he's the strongest village and that he's his rival. So basically, he made her feel better by telling her his past. Like at least she got some idea what her father's like. To be honest, he could have asked Sakura, but Sakura's in the hospital right now. So, but he knew, but Naruto's always treated Sasuke like a brother and a friend. So it's better that she heard it from him than from someone who didn't know Sasuke at all. So that part I give praise to. As they head for the tower, they had to get separated. Though Sadashi wants to use the restroom, and they separate a little bit. But as she lands, she sees this man. He's this person, and who just lying there. And who is this person? It's Sasuke. She's like wondering and shocked a little bit on seeing this person. Like this man could really be her father, because she's seen his picture. She's seen his picture as young him, but she's never seen him as old as he is, as a grown man. And so, seeing him for such time, she definitely recognized him a little. But the problem is Sasuke doesn't recognize her. Now, remember, you only saw her as a baby, and he bailed out. And he says, "Are you one of and you managed to make it this far? Are you one of the creepy guy's friends?" This could be an ugly confrontation between these two, like a father-daughter reunion, but it's not one that they expected, not the happy kind anyway. And with Sasuke lynching his sword out at his own daughter and not knowing the truth, no, this could turn very ugly and very very fast. And this is not what I expected. I gotta admit, this is not something I expected to see in a Naruto in one of these chapters. But these chapters are new and they're surprising. They're supposed to be like what happens after the war and what's going to happen next. I want to see. I want Salada, she doesn't know whether to do or not. I mean, she's staring at her father, but her father's staring at her like an enemy and a stranger. And it's understandable, but the problem is Sasuke. He would have under, he would have understand it sooner if he just came home sooner. But I don't blame Salada. I blame Sasuke for not being around a lot. So hope you enjoyed this one. This is Sullivan Ass Game and Latest Review. Who Naruto Gaiden, and then chapter 600. There are 600. There are 604. Uh, a chance meeting part two. I kind of feel sorry for Salada. She really need she really needs a good father. Even though Sasuke is her father, and and Naruto said all that stuff saying that you remind him a lot about Sasuke, especially around the eyes when you develop the Sharingan. It's sad.